Hello everyone, welcome to the class. Today we are going to see population growth curve. So if we, before going into population growth curve, we need to know what is population growth. So if we define population growth is basically, or it refers to the population of new individual, right? So population growth means what? Addition of new individuals in a population. We call it population growth. So population growth can be can lead to population gain or can lead to population loss. So population gain, when it happens, suppose this is a population of a species. Now in this population, if we want to gain the population, we have to increase the number of individuals. So how will we increase the number of individuals? Either by giving birth. By giving birth, we can increase the number of individual in a population, leading to the population gain. Yes. Then we can also leads to immigration. Immigration is basically entry. Immigration is what? Entry of an individual from another region to a specific region. So that's what we call immigration. So to increase the population growth, we need to focus the birth. We need to increase it by giving birth or by immigration. In case if population loss, in case of population loss, how population loss happens? It happens when there is a death in a population, right? Because that death decreases the number of individuals in a population. Similarly, immigration means what? Exit of an individual from a group population, we call it immigration, either because of the extinction. Some, you can say some species already extincted, right? So this leads to population loss, right? So what we have learned from this slide, we learned that population growth is basically the addition of new individuals in a population. Population growth can lead to population gain or population losses. Population gain happens when there is a birth and immigration, and population loss happens when there is a increase in death and immigration, right? Coming to population growth, here I have defined it. Population growth. Population growth rate refers to the change in population over a unit time period. So suppose this is a population group, right? How this population group is changing over time, that is what we call population growth rate. Population growth rate can be positive and can be negative. When it is positive, positive growth rate means what? When the population is increasing, positive growth rate normally indicates that population is increasing, right? And negative growth rate indicates population is decreasing, right? So what is population growth rate? It refers to the change in population over a unit time period. So population growth rate can be positive, can be negative. So when it is positive, when the population is increasing, and when it is negative, when the population is decreasing, right? Now, if in case population gain is equals to population loss, then how it will affect the population growth rate? Because whatever the population have gained, that is already lost. So what will be the growth rate? Growth rate will be zero growth rate, right? Now, if we talk about population growth can be exponential or geometric growth or logistic growth. So these are types of population growth. It can be exponential or logistic. Now, what is exponential and logistic? We are going to discuss this. Coming to exponential growth. If we talk about exponential growth, that means growth that is happening, growth that takes place continuously, right? Exponential. Now, population grows unlimitedly whenever there is a no shortage of resources, right? So here basically exponential growth means what? The population, basically exponential means increasing growth, and population show this kind of growth when they have unlimited resources, or when there is a, when the resources have no limitation. That means if you are getting everything you want, if you are getting an unlimited food, then what happen? Your body will grow, the population will grow, right? So this is what we call exponential growth. But suppose this is an area, right? This is an area. Now in this area, suppose two organism came here. Now, for these two organisms, what is happening? This area will provide unlimited resources, like they will have abundant food. Yes, they will have abundant space. Yes, so they will utilize the food and space to a very high level. They will utilize this food and available food and space only by themselves. They only will be utilizing this available food and space. So in this case, only two organisms are present in an area. So this is what we call unlimited resources. Now what will happen? They will utilize the resource and they will reproduce. So once they reproduce, the number of individuals increases in this area, right? When the number of individuals increases in this area, there develop a competition. Why? Because there will be shortage of food, there will be shortage of space, right? So in this case, what we call, see, the growth before giving birth, the way they are utilizing the resources, unlimited resources available to them, that is what we call exponential growth. But this growth, exponential growth, remains for a very short duration, because once they see here in this area, when they came alone, that time they utilized the resources unlimitedly, right? So that was for a short duration. But once they start reproducing, they are adding individuals to that particular area. What will happen? Once the individuals, number of individual increases, there will be competition among them for the food and for the space. As a result, the resources will be limited to them. So in this case, we can see that exponential growth will be stopped here, right? So exponential growth takes place when there is a unlimited resources. Make sure, when there is a unlimited resources. Population display its intrinsic rate of increase. Intrinsic rate of increase means what? Suppose this is a area, right? So here what is happening? Two individuals entered, so they have utilized the abundant food and resources. Now what they will do, this organism, suppose the maximum capacity of this organism to give birth is 1000, right? And what they will do, they will give birth to 1000 only, right? So that is what we call intrinsic rate of increase. This is what we call intrinsic rate of increase. That means when they give birth to offspring, maximum number of offspring as per their capacity. That is what we call intrinsic rate of increase. In case of human, say suppose humans are having 2 kids, 4 kids, right? Not more than that nowadays. But do you think humans have only this much capacity to produce kids? No. Humans have more than this capacity, right? Humans have more than this capacity, but they do not go to their maximum capacity to reproduce. So that's why we say that human do not show intrinsic rate of increase. So organisms like bacteria, they have a maximum capacity 1000, they give birth to 1000. So that is what we call intrinsic rate of increase or maximum reproduction ability. Clear? So maximum number of offspring born per individual. That is what exponential growth. So when we talk about exponential growth, it should be clear that exponential growth takes place only for a short duration. Why? Because it happens when there is unlimited resources, and unlimited resources will be there only for a short period of time. Once the organism starts reproducing, it will add individuals to the environment, right? So what will happen, that individuals will again compete among them for the resources. So in that case, what happened, the resources will be limited. So exponential growth may be characterized due to unlimited availability of resources and due to the ability of an organism to undergo intrinsic rate of increase. That means to reproduce as per its maximum capacity, right? Now there is a formula, see, exponential growth rate. It is what, see here, this is population size, this is time. So in exponential growth rate, due to unlimited resources, what is happening? Population size is increasing, right? So this is what we call J-shaped curve. We call this what? J-shaped curve. So here, because of the unlimited resources, what is happening? The population size is increasing continuously, leading to a J-shaped curve. Right? Now, this exponential growth is represented by a formula called dn by dt is equals to Rn. Now, what is dn by dt? It is a population size over a particular time. R stands for intrinsic rate of increase. N, population size. Right? Now this R, how can you find out this R? R can be find out by B minus D. Now what is B minus D? B is birth rate and D is death rate. You can also replace dN by dt is equals to B minus D into N. This also can be a formula, right? So this formula we use to define the exponential growth. You can see if you go down here, there is one thing I have written here. In nature, population may grow exponentially for some period of time, but there will be limitation of resources after some time, right? So exponential growth exists only for a short duration, right? After that, what happened? Exponential growth changed to logistic growth. Now, what is logistic growth? We will see it now. Clear, everyone? Yes. Next, coming to, so what we have seen before going to logistic, let me tell you what we have seen in exponential growth. We have seen that exponential growth happens when there is a availability of unlimited resources. When there is a availability of unlimited resources. So organism will utilize the resources and reproduce to its maximum capacity, and reproduce to its maximum capacity, which is also known as intrinsic rate of increase. And this intrinsic rate of increase is represented by R. And this kind of growth is represented by J-shaped curve. Is represented by what? J-shaped curve. If you draw this, see here, this is time, this is population size. So here population will increase. This is what we call the exponential growth. And we have seen a formula also for this. The formula is dN by dt is equals to Rn. We know R is equals to birth minus death. So we can replace dN by dt is equals to B minus D into N. Right? So this is the formula for exponential growth. Coming to logistic growth curve. So if we talk about logistic growth curve, as population density increases, each individual has fewer resources due to competition, right? So I told you, in case of exponential growth, they will utilize the unlimited resources, they will reproduce and add new individual to the environment. As the new individual is added, it leads to increase in population size or population density, right? So as population density increases, what will happen? Each individual will have only the few resources. So they will start competing among themselves for the resources, right? It means a particular environment can support only a maximum population size. This means what? Suppose this is a box here. Now, if I keep some balls here, if I keep some balls like this, now you tell me, do this box have any space to add more balls? Do this box have any, suppose this had accommodated 50 balls. Now, do you think this box is having any other space to accommodate 1-2 ball? No. So this is what we call the carrying capacity of the box. So what is the carrying capacity of this box? The carrying capacity means what? To go to its maximum ability, to withstand population to maximum ability. If we see this box, it can hold only 50 balls, not more than that. So we can say that the carrying capacity of this box is 50. Carrying capacity of this box is how much? Of this box is 50. But if you put more, what will happen? The box will burst, right? Similarly for an environment, say this is an area. This is an area, right? This area will similarly, like in this way, the environment is also having a carrying capacity. Suppose in this area there is a number of individual residing. 2. These 2 first came and they have utilized the resources, then they reproduced and they have increased the number. Now what will happen? See here, the area is fully occupied now by the living individuals. No more individuals can be added to this. So this is what we call the maximum carrying capacity of this area. That means we cannot add more than this. So this is what the number of individuals of a particular species, that is particular environment, that a particular environment can support indefinitely, is called carrying capacity. Right? So that means this area is fully occupied. So this is the maximum carrying capacity of this area. It cannot It cannot take the load of more organisms, right? So that is what we call carrying capacity. That is the number of individuals of particular species that a particular environment can support indefinitely is called carrying capacity, right? So similarly, area in your home, suppose in your home you are only 4 people residing, but due to some occasion when guest came, suppose you have only the 3 bedrooms, okay, but in your home what is happening, 100 guests came. Can they stay there in the 3 bedroom? No, that is beyond the carrying capacity of the house, right? So similarly, every environment, every area is having a carrying capacity, and when population growth reaches to its carrying capacity, it shows the logistic growth curve. Clear? It shows what? Logistic growth curve. So if we say logistic growth curve, you understood, right? Logistic growth curve, its carrying capacity depends on space, abundance of resources. Logistic curve shows S shape. So here initially if you see this up to here, this is exponential growth curve because it is population is increasing. This N stands for population size, right? So here population is increasing. Now what happened? This is the carrying capacity. Beyond that, it cannot take the load of organism. So now what happen? Population growth will again start decreasing because environment will not support them. They develop a environment resistance. Now, what is environment resistance? These are environment disasters also happen sometimes, like flood, drought. That also leads to decrease in population, right? So this is what we call logistic growth curve, where the rate of population decreases or rate of population slows down before reaching its carrying capacity. So here the logistic curve, you can see this logistic curve, we call it ash-shaped curve. We call it what? Ash-shaped curve, and this carrying capacity is represented by K. This carrying capacity is represented by K. So this is the formula for logistic curve, that is dN by dt is equals to Rn. Same like that of exponential, but here only one fraction is added, K minus N by K. Now what is K here? K is the carrying capacity, right? K minus N, it is the number of additional individuals that environment can accommodate before reaching carrying capacity. So K minus N means the number of individuals that environment can accommodate before reaching its carrying capacity. K minus N and K minus N by K, that both of these are same, but this is in normal value, this is in fraction. Like suppose I have told you that you scored 50 out of 100. Now you are telling 50, I am telling half, you scored half marks. That means I am telling one is telling in the fractional form, another is in the whole form. So same thing here. K minus N by K, the concept is same, but one is in the fractional form and other is in the whole form. That is the thing, right? So what we have seen in logistic curve, what we have seen, we have seen that here the resources becomes limited resources. So there exists a competition among the individuals, and here the graph becomes ash-shaped curve. Why? Because what happened? Because the environment, the population growth decreases before reaching its carrying capacity. Before reaching its carrying capacity, right? So here the graph, if we draw the graph will be ash-shaped, and this is your carrying capacity, and this is population size time. So the formula what we have used here, the formula will be dN by dt is equals to Rn K minus N divided by K. So in exam you may ask that explain the population growth curve. So you have to define population growth curve is of two types, exponential and logistic. Then you need to define about this curves. Clear? Yes. So that's all about today's class. Next class we will discuss about some few topics left over this population growth, right? Thank you so much students for joining the class. Take care everyone.